Who is the best female vocalist of all time in your opinion? There is no best. There are like 50 who were all as good as each other and had their own signature sounds that you can like more than others. I worked backstage as a bartender at the Universal Amphitheater for many years. I was there for every sound check, setting my bar up. I had unlimited access. No question. By far the finest voice I ever heard. Linda Ronstadt. Honorable mention. Pat Benatar. And I've got some stories. I realize that Reddit isn't big on country music, but Patsy Cline was amazing. Etta James. Karen Carpenter. She had perfect pitch and left us way too early. Ann Wilson. Other than Aretha, Ann Wilson. Lisa Gerrard. Elizabeth Fraser. Julie Andrews is certainly up there. Gladys Knight deserves some love. Billie Holiday. Whitney. Rev 1. It's so amazing to see how many people out there still love and admire such a talented and beautiful performer. Definitely missed. Donna Summer. Karen Carpenter. Linda Ronstadt. Rock, pop, R&B, folk, country, jazz standards, mariachi, operetta. She could sing it all and sing it spectacularly. Gonna throw in a name from outside the pop echo chamber, Floor Jansen. Have a listen if you haven't already. Ella Fitzgerald, and honestly I don't even think it's a fair contest. Annie Lennox is my personal favorite. Sade or Nina Simone. Eva Cassidy. Patsy Cline, Emmylou Harris, Linda Ronstadt, Aretha Franklin, Tina Turner. Alison Krauss. Dolly. Linda Ronstadt and Karen Carpenter. K.D. Lang. Joy Williams from the Civil Wars. Tarja Turunen from the one and only Nightwish, Black Heart Dove. Whitney Houston. Suzanne Sundfør. When she sings Running to the Sea, wow. K.D. Lang. The duet Crying with Roy Orbison is Goosebump Factory. Celine. Patsy Cline. Enya. Whitney Houston or Aretha Franklin. Hands down. Stevie Nicks deserves consideration. Barry Gibb. Seen most of the ones that come to my mind mentioned already. Aretha, Whitney, Ronstadt, Benatar. I have to add Dolores O'Riordan, though. In an era of rock that has lots of great female performers, she stands out as uniquely talented. I just find her voice incredibly enchanting and emotional. Bessie Smith Baby. Beth Gibbons from Portishead. In my opinion, you can feel the sadness in her voice. Aretha. Annie Lennox. Would I lie to you? I gotta go with Celine Dion on this one. Edit or Ann Wilson. Florence Welch is absolutely on a different level, especially live. Johnette Napolitano from Concrete Blonde. Sis Furler with 07. Haunting. And that 6 Feet Under finale. Celine Dion. Pat Benatar. Sarah McLachlan. Jean Ween. Whitney Houston. Fiona Apple. Sarah Vaughan. Sade. Lady Gaga. Karen Carpenter. Rock genre, but Amy Lee for sure. The power in her voice at every spot in her range is incredible. The singer from Ginger, Tatiana Schmielek. Pat Benatar. Joni Mitchell. Barbara Streisand. 60s-70s Karen Carpenter, with a close second to Christine McVie. 80s Whitney. 90s Mariah. 2000s Adele. 2010's Florence Welch. Lady Gaga. Edit per another comment. Sarah McLachlan could be in the 90s. Tarja Turunen, original female vocalist for Nightwish. Björk. Bette Midler has one of the best voices ever. Anita Baker. It's so unique, feminine and powerful. Lizzie Hale. Tina Turner, painfully underrepresented in this one. To me she's the absolute GOAT. Linda Ronstadt. Karen Carpenter. Pat Benatar. Stevie Nicks. Dolly Parton. Lady Gaga. Hayley Williams. Mariah Carey. And Selena all need to have their own comment threads on this post. Julie Andrews. Celine Dion. Whitney is a close two. But I always thought that Celine felt a lot more effortless with her power. She can do it all. And honestly, Lady Gaga is pretty close. She's a phenomenal talent and I don't think she has any contemporary rivals in that department. Kelly Clarkson might be worth a mention. Aretha, obviously. Mariah Carey. I know she's only known for her Christmas albums now. She has a vocal range that is amongst the best ever. Ann Wilson. Whitney. These are not in order as I love them all equally. Nina Simone, Annie Lennox and Billie Holiday. Annie Lennox. PJ Harvey. I like Lisa Gerrard of Dead Can Dance. Prime Whitney. Dolly Parton. Ann Wilson. Karen Carpenter. She just had this really resonant and mellow tone. I saw an analysis of her tonal, or is it pitch, control once where the guy demonstrates how her ability to not only hit and hold notes but also change from really low to high and hit them bang on the note was almost machine-like in consistency. Celine Dion. Whitney Houston, and it's not even close. Stevie Nicks. Only woman in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. Dolores O'Riordan, my fav rip. Honestly, probably some random soprano no one has ever heard of because they don't have a marketing team or sing pop songs. Not to say all those pop music singers aren't talented. But let's be realistic, most of them are average vocalists that play it safe in their ranges, and that's that. No shame to their game. But yeah. Billie Holiday. Nico Case is in the running. Dolly Parton. Alison Krause is the best I have heard in person. Minnie Riperton has to be in the conversation. Christina Aguilera. Full range, powerful voice, no artificial help. Whitney. How on earth is Aretha Franklin not more mentioned here? She is the absolute GOAT. Whitney, Mariah and Celine, the three GOATs. Tori Amos and Natalie Merchant. 10,000 Maniacs if 90s alternative is your style. Donna Summer. Whitney, no question. Stevie Nicks. Sarah Brightman. Chaka Khan. My mom still to this day loves her music. Celine Dion. Plus she's a dork. It's so awesome. Karen Carpenter. There's no such thing emo, there's so many different types of singing. I feel the opera singers are getting massively overlooked, so Maria Callas. Ella Fitzgerald, mic drop. Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston. Björk. She has insane technical ability and range. A crazy meter and sense of rhythm. Totally unique texture and timbre. Is almost always at the forefront of musical, artistic, and fashion trends, has been for her entire career. Starting as a teenager, yet can still bust out catchy and melodic pop hits if she wants.